Hey everybody, welcome to the Finished Objective. This is Kristen of Chris Pattern, and on this is a companion video set to my Whip Wednesdays, where on Whip Wednesday, I'm just doing a quick short introduction to what I'm doing. And I realized I was talking a lot, and this might be better for you to have up on your screen so you can just stitch. Not that you don't also have some way to put Instagram up, but I think here on YouTube, we're gonna have a little bit more fun. So yeah. This week on the Finished Objective, I'm going to talk about this lovely commission. I'm going to talk about my crochet along. I'm going to potentially make this a dress. You know, if you've been following me for a while, you've seen this garment before. And I'm going to also showcase a few other things and possibly take a field trip out of the apartment. We will see. Grab your whip. Grab whatever you want to do, and let's get started. I'm gonna roll our credits. So I'm a little mixed right now with keeping this making this dress, and if I can actually make it a complete dress by tomorrow. Now, since I originally conceived of this dress, I grew. And of course, I'm working through what that means, and I'm working through what the shape means. And then initially, the plan was to, of course, go top down. And I love top down construction because it gives you the space to expand out to what you need. And honestly, for a lot of my folks who are growing or who've always been fat and large, this is a godsend, a game changer. And for me, I think lately, and I'll link in the description to an Instagram post by the Fat Positive Therapist. That's lately they've been talking a lot about how when you get to, in some stores it's size 12, in some stores it's 14, 16. That's the upper limit, and that's where I'm at. I spent most of my years being a 4-6. Then when I was gotten more athletic, like my athletic body's more of an 8-10. When we went on lockdown for the pandemic, now I say I had a body before vaccines and after vaccines, and I don't want us to get into the anti-vax territory because I don't regret doing what I thought was best. But of course, I've learned now that I may be one of the folks that needs a different vaccine or a different treatment pattern because of swelling. Also, to be honest, I had the fibroids, and they just seem like they popped up out of nowhere. I had never had any menstrual issues, but some folks have been saying that their periods have changed. I've also, the more we learn about SARS-CoV-2 and its relationship to SARS-CoV-1, and how we have folks with post-viral illness, and how folks have come out and said, look, this is what my body has always looked like. I'm learning to accept that that's what the body looks like. And so one of the things I like about doing these long form Wednesdays is that you're going to go with me. Not only are you going to leave the apartment with me and see me navigate what it's like to be an urban crafter, but you're also going to see what it's been like for me to relearn my body. So with that being said, here on this week's Whip Wednesday extended cut, which I'm actually going to start calling the Finished Objective of Chris Pattern. That's me, Kristen Pattern, shorten it to Chris Pattern, if you were ever wondering why the name is what it is. And you're going to go with me on this journey to accepting my body at the size 14, 16 US that it is, possibly reworking things so that they fit. Because, those of y'all who know Miss Babs, and shout out to the Miss Babs company, I thought I was going into Fiberspace in Alexandria in the fall of I believe this was fall, this had to be fall of 2021, to get some neighborhood fiber, Ward Circle, which is where they carry it, closest to, well, really closest to both the apartment I was in then and the apartment I'm in now. So I picked this up because I just walked through the tent. It's called Funny Papers. And of course, I know its original intent wasn't to be like a queer pride rainbow sweater. Of course, you know, our colors of our flag have greatly expanded. You see in my watch, you see the watch has more of the brown and the white. Now, the Nike watch doesn't unfortunately have the trans colors, and as it should. If we're going to be really inclusive, the trans colors, the intersex colors, the purple, that little extra ounce of purple, that should all be there. But for all intents and purposes, I wore a version of this when Les, the Chris Pattern Bay, won her Capital Pride Hero Award in 2022. I wore this to the opening reception. There's us at a step and repeat, and I got this on, and I'm cringing because I'm like, please don't let us get sick. Please don't let us get sick. This is a great day, but please don't let us get sick. And not to say that because it's and since then, of course, reading Viral Underclass, learning about fat positivity, that is the journey we are going on here. So let me kind of walk back here. Let's see. I'm still learning camera angles. So back here, you can see that, and I of course apologize. My air purifier is running. I may do voiceovers with these, but I'm still learning this kind of V-locking feature. You'll see here that I think I can, when I conceived of this, actually, let me just, I'm gonna tip the camera down a little bit here. I think, come on, hold yourself. Oh, well, let's just hold it here. Oh, ignore our laundry basket and our wagon handle there. Shout out to wagons. Wagon will make another appearance in another video. As you see here, so I am wearing a sports bra underneath, and then I'm wearing my XL Madewell linen shorts. I do appreciate that they do go up in sizes. Now, of course, there's a lot to be said about ethics and production, but we will pause that for now. But I'm just happy to wear these. I like to get a garment and wear it forever. I like to make a garment and wear it forever. But another reason I've been really hyper focused on my size changing is I'm trying to reconcile that with my goal to make a garment and wear it as long as I need it. I guess there's other ways I know a lot of people are doing garment swaps. I know a lot of folks are, when they make their clothes, they're adding extra fabric. And I think this is how we're gonna tackle this with me. I don't exactly want this, well, I may have to regrade it, but you all can look at this and tell me, Kristen, you're just freaking out, it's just lumps. And no, these aren't my nipples. These are actually just the fabric is weird. And I think, now that might be the real reason I might re-stitch this up, regrade it, give myself a little bit more room, because ultimately the goal was to go hourglass with this. Or maybe let me just add this more of the skirt, cover at least down to where the shorts end and down to my knee, look at the proportions and see what actually happens. And I know I'm sideways, let me do it this way. So, I forget horizontal here. So yeah, I'm going to take advantage. I'm going to stitch this up a little bit, see what happens. I'm gonna take it with me to stitch night. The next thing you're gonna see is me going to stitch night, and then we're gonna come back, and then we're gonna see what I did. All right, getting comfy here on the couch. About to magically zoop, 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 zoop through making this dress. No, seriously, I'm gonna give you a little bit of time lapse, but realistically, this is hours. But I wanted to see how far I could get before I got to stitch night, and I'm just doing the rounds. I've got some other whips that I'm gonna bring to stitch night tonight, just so I can have something to do socially, just in case the dress still doesn't make it. But you know, we've already had that conversation. Put on another shirt so I can work on this. So let's get going. So yeah, I made it, but clearly I drove. Yeah. But look at this beautiful little place to come and shop. I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna show you the front of the shop. Hey y'all, you might notice it's the next day. I'm in bed. I did go to stitch night. When I was walking into stitch night, a person was coming in. I didn't necessarily want to film them since they didn't necessarily consent to be filmed, just coming to pick up their kid from a sewing class. So I got about 4 rows done, but I'm actually not going to make my event. My body is sore, expect my period soon. And I definitely will continue to expand on this garment, but I will not be encouraging you to copy any speed. I definitely sped up. The last little clip there when I was stitching this up was 30 minutes, chunked down into 30 seconds. But one thing I have learned is that I will also probably be frogging up to this colorful point. I don't like the fit, and that's okay. I did update my measurements. I stood briefly to update my measurements. Now I'm back laying down, and I wanted this video to end. And so this is part of why we're calling this vlog series the finished objective, because every week I'm gonna finish trying something, and I want you all to try. Like when I say on my website that I'm a possibility model, emphasis on the possibility, it is possible to be a crocheter who looks like me, lives like me, sounds like me, and still be successful. So with that, I will see you in the next video. This won't be the only thing we put on this YouTube channel. Just like there's some other tip videos I made a while ago, you're going to get more of those instructional videos back as well. Because I do want you to be able to master it, but I also want to, I love watching these process videos. I love watching these vlogs, especially in the craft world. And of course, I love watching like trip videos just to show the process. And like, after all, it is YouTube. Like, this is supposed to be like a person being real. So subscribe, follow me on all the other platforms at Chris Pattern for this particular content. If you want to find me in some of my other places, those links are also below. And until next time, happy stitching.